guys have to remember that in the Quran, they are literally the blind, the deaf, and dumb. If they wanted to know the truth, they would ask questions. They wouldn't be disrespectful.
Islam is the last and final destination for me. I know that this is the truth. And I'm a person where if I see the truth, if I know for sure that this is the truth, that's the truth. I can't look away. So you guys want to hear how I became Muslim? What led you to Islam? Please tell us a story. My parents, put their pagan beliefs on me. It's the universe. It's Jesus. It's your mom, your dad, things like that. Just small things to keep me in check. You know what I mean? Disciplinary beliefs. But it was never like the all-powerful is in control and is watching over us, protecting us, and guiding us, My whole life, I would say Catholic, Christian, whatever you want to call it. Although I was Christian and I believed in Jesus and I believed in God, I never did I think that Jesus was God. When I would pray, when I would turn to God, I would never think Jesus. I would always think the Father. Because why would I pray to him stronger than me? So why would I pray to Jesus if his dad is stronger than you? Think like that. So my whole life I grew up around Muslims. So I had many friends. Shout out Yusuf, shout out Moody, shout out Dean, shout out Sammy, Broski, all of them, bro, wherever they came from, Palestine, Jordan, Syria, Egypt, everywhere around the world, bro. Lebanon, bro. All my friends came from Muslim countries. But the thing that really stuck with me the most was that they were all of the same character. So it was beautiful to see that they all came from different parts around the world, but they were all of the same character. They were all respectful, humble, loving people. So I would always view them as my brothers. And I wouldn't do that with anybody else, any one of my other friends. I would never do that because they would not treat me like they would treat me. So it was always a natural feeling that I had that these guys, they're special. These are my brothers. These are people that I would trust with my life, trust with my family. So as I grew up, I started thinking about different spiritual things, trying to figure out the best way to be as a character, be as a person, be as a brother, son, nephew. I would try to be the best person that I can be. So I started turning to different religions like Buddhism and regular spiritual stuff like meditation and stuff. Even Catholic churches. I never once thought that I should turn to Islam. And I don't know why. I wish I did it sooner, because that whole time of me just playing around trying to find which spiritual path to go to, I was wasting so much time. It was so draining. It was spiritually draining, mentally draining, physically draining. And belief system, all my morals just led me to believe that Islam is the last and final destination for me. I know that this is the truth. And I'm a person where if I see the truth, if I know for sure that this is the truth, that's the truth. I can't look away. There's no way. I'm a real person. You know what I mean? I can't ever turn my back to the truth. I can't. So I was in a very, very dark time in my life, and I had given up on my family. I had given up on friends. I had given up on school, sports, literally everything. I was in a very dark place in my life. I was doing bad things. And I did remember God sometimes. And I would think that I'm just going to be bad right now, but I know that I'm going to turn to God later. I'm going to do everything. I'm going to do in my power. I'm going to do everything in my power to be bad, do bad stuff, get what I want, and then I'll turn to God later. Because I knew that what I was doing was evil. I knew that what I was doing was not on the right path. I knew that it was not like acceptable as a human to be doing those type of things. So I knew that if I turned to God later, then everything would be chill. He would forgive me. It would be all good. But that was not the case at all. The only thing that I could remember was our Muslim brothers. So when I started thinking about that, I started thinking about Islam too. And that's where like a lot of my beliefs, my morals started to come back. And I was like, okay, this might be the right path.
So I just posted a video about me reverting to Islam. I left Christianity and went to Islam. And the comments are filled with just love and support. But there is a small portion of people like Christians who are saying Aisha was 9, this and that, and just like saying whatever. Bro, guys, why are you guys replying to them with Rebecca was 3? Bro, like, what are you arguing with them about, bro? Like, it's not, bro. It has not. Bro. Let's say that they were right, which they aren't. If they were right, would Islam be not true? Let me answer. No. So why are you guys arguing with them talking about Rebecca? You guys have to remember that in the Quran, they are literally the blind, the deaf, and dumb. If they wanted to know the truth, they would ask questions. They wouldn't be disrespectful. You guys cannot lower your self-esteem, lower your character to them, to argue with them at their height, their level. You know what I mean? You know, I get asked this question so often. Grant, why did you revert to Islam? What made you revert? How did you see the truth? How did you see the light? And, you know, I never tell people this, but before I took my Shahada, before I decided, okay, that's it, I'm going to be Muslim, I was praying 5 times a day on time for 2 weeks before I became Muslim. I wanted to try it out. I wanted to see if it was right for me, if it fit into my life the way that I wanted it to. And I just decided I'm going to give it a try. Let's see how this goes. Man, when I tell you my life changed dramatically, I mean, I was more of a practicing Muslim than most of my Muslim friends, actually. And from there on, I can never look back.